Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on July the 31st, 2019. Stocks mixed ahead projected rate cut. U.S. and European stocks futures soared ahead of the Federal Reserve's projected interest rate cut. Meantime, stocks in Asia declined on pessimistic signs for U.S. China trade talks and mixed corporate earnings. In the United States, S&P 500 futures rose 0.2%, while pan-European Euro Stoxx 50 futures added 0.2%. At the other hand, in Asia, equities retreated from Tokyo and Seoul to Sydney and Shanghai. President Donald Trump set a negative tone for market sentiment, criticizing China just as his negotiators started talks in Shanghai. On the commodities market, U.S. crude oil climbed 0.8% to $58.50 a barrel, and gold traded at $1,431.52 an ounce. Retail sales in Germany mark a big monthly soar. German retail sales rose more than expected in June, posting their steepest monthly increase in more than 12 years. In a sign that the economy ended an April-June period on a stronger footing, retail sales were up by 3.5% on the month in real terms after a revised 1.7% drop the previous month, data from the Federal Statistics Office showed. This was the highest monthly increase since December 2006 and easily beat a Reuters forecast of 0.5%. The retail data comes after a survey published on Tuesday showed German consumer morale worsened for the third month as a global economic downturn, trade disputes, and Brexit uncertainty fuel workers' fear of losing their jobs and their income. Apple to launch its own credit card next month. American tech giant Apple has announced it will launch its own credit card in August as iPhone sales continue to fall and the company seeks to diversify its business model. Company CEO Tim Cook made this announcement during earnings call on Tuesday after the Apple's third-quarter earnings beat predictions, sending shares out 3% in after-hours trading. The tech firm reported quarterly revenue of $53.8 billion, higher than its previous estimate of $53.39 billion. The Apple Card will include a user interface that shows customers where each purchase was made and the amount of the transaction. It will break down purchases into categories including entertainment, food, and shopping, and include cashback incentives rather than a points system. North Korea fires missiles to stop military drills. North Korea fired two short-range ballistic missiles early on Wednesday, only days after its launched two similar missiles. Thus, country showed it aims to pressure South Korea and the United States to stop upcoming military drills. The launch follows launches on July the 25th, North Korea's first missile test since leader Kim Jong-un and U.S. President Donald Trump met on June the 30th in the demilitarized zone between the two Koreas and agreed to revive stealth denuclearization talks. But later, Pyongyang accused Washington of breaking a promise by planning to hold joint military exercises with South Korea next month and warned the drills could derail talks. North Korea has also warned of a possible end of its freeze of nuclear and long-range missile tests. Regarding this matter, Henry Farron, a senior fellow at the Washington-based Center for International Policy, said, "I do think there is a high risk that talks will end altogether if Washington and Seoul continue to ignore North Korea's concern with the exercises."